And then we are live. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us for a 3-player tutorial and playthrough of, how are we going to pronounce it?
Skara Brae?
There you go. That'll do. That's what we're going to call it. Who knows? We weren't around in 3000 BC, but that's what we're going to call it.
Skara might look it.
Skara Brae. So Mark and Sally have joined me this evening. Thank you very much for joining me. Big Garfield Games fans.
Yeah, we love your game, Shem.
So there we go. Thank you, Shem, for this. This is a sponsored video, so you're not going to get any opinions from us in this video. I will be sharing my opinions with my Patreon supporters later on, but we're here to just show you how the game plays and then to do a full 3-player game. Now, I have played this game before. You two haven't, but you have read through the rules.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a most full teach, but some of this will make sense to you. This is actually quite a relatively simple game. It says 45 to 60 minutes on the box.
Yeah.
Part of that is because, and this has a really interesting thing, it's not simultaneous play, but as soon as one player has chosen, there's going to be some cards appearing here, and as soon as one player has chosen their card, when they are then taking their turn, nothing they do will interact with the other players. So as soon as they've taken the card, the next player can then choose which card they're going to take, and then the next player can choose which card they're going to take, and then effectively players will resolve their turns simultaneously. Now, for the purposes of this video, we're not going to do that to start with. We are going to go through each player's turn at the start, but then we'll probably start playing simultaneously later on, because otherwise we'll be here for quite a long time. But that's what keeps the playtime short. So, we are around 3000 BC, and we are in a small settlement just west coast of the Orkney Islands, I believe. And we are basically building up a village. And we're going to play this game over 4 rounds. Each round has 3 turns, so you're only going to get 12 turns in the whole game. And then we're going to count the points at the end of the game. So if I just zoom in and show you my player board here, then what we have is this symbol here is victory points. So you can straight away, you can see I've got a track here. This is my furnishing track. And as I move this little marker along this track, it's going to increase the points that I get at the end of the game. And if I move this marker along here, I'm going to get points at the end of the game. So all of the points are scored at the end of the game. But essentially what happens is we're going to be playing the game over 4 rounds. Now in round 1 of the game, we have 1 worker. So what happens is in each of the 3 turns, there are 3 turns, you will be placing your worker onto one of these 10 action tiles, doing the action, and then that's it. And then in the next turn, you'll do 1, and then in the next turn, you'll do 1. And that will be round 1 over. In round 2, you'll have 2 workers, which means you're going to get to do 6 actions in that round, because you can use each of your workers on each of your turns. And because one's small and one's big, you can do the same action twice. In round 3 of the game, we're going to get another worker, which means we're going to get to do 9 total actions over that round, but you cannot do the same action twice with your small workers. You can use 1 small and 1 big, but you can't do 2 small. And then finally, in round 4 of the game, guess what? No surprise, but we get a 4th worker, which means we've got 3 turns in round 4, and in each turn, we're going to be doing 4 actions. Now, what that means is that round 1 of the game is going to be quite short. We played the game this afternoon, we played round 1, and I went, we're going to be done in half an hour. And then we weren't, because the rounds take longer as you go along. But as I say, once people have selected which card they want to take, and we'll see the cards in a minute, then players can kind of be doing their thing simultaneously. So let's explain how the game works. We start the game by choosing turn order at random. So top, middle, or bottom, Mark?
Middle.
Middle is red, so we're going to put that on there, which is Sally. Sally is a red player. Left or right?
Left.
Light blue, and then purple is on top. So the way that this works is quite clever. What we're going to do is we've shuffled these, or Mark has shuffled these. I'm going to shuffle them again. And then, because we're playing a 3-player game, we're going to deal out 4 cards, and this is set 1. There's lots of different cards here. We just happen to have got 3 green ones, okay? Then we deal a second set.
I stack shuffled them. 12 stacks.
You definitely shuffled this. Well, that's the game, right? And then we deal a third set. So you always have 3 sets because it's 1 set for each turn, but the number of cards in a set depends on the number of players in the game. So they are our 3 sets of cards. this is turn 1, this is turn 2, this is turn 3, and then we do end of round. And there's only 4 rounds in the game. Can we adjust the sound settings? As I'm clipping it? I can. Thank you very much for letting me know. I haven't changed anything from this afternoon. I'm probably just talking a bit louder, but hopefully that's a bit better now. Let me know. I have turned it down a little bit. So yeah, let me know if it is still clipping. Right. So turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. So what's going to happen is, and let's zoom in on this. So I'm on top of the stack. That means I can choose to take my turn or not. If I choose to take my turn, I move my disc to here and I take one of the 4 cards and I do something with that card and then I will take my turn. And then, Mark, you're next on top of the stack. You can choose whether you want to take your turn or not.
Pass.
Or you could pass. If you pass, you go here. And then Sally has a choice, and Sally can choose to either take her turn or pass. Now, in this particular situation, it doesn't matter. Because if Sally takes her turn, she'll go there. And then what happens is once everybody has taken their turns, everybody on this pile then gets to take their turn. So you're not really passing, you're just delaying your choice. And the reason why Mark might want to delay his choice is that means he'll take the last turn in this round, in this turn. But then what happens is the markers go here, and for the next turn, you're going to go first. Yeah. So essentially, you look at the cards ahead, and if there was a card here that you absolutely desperately wanted, you might want to pass on this turn, which means you will still get a turn, but you will go after everybody else, but then you will be first on this turn. So what you're doing is a clever way that you can manipulate the turn order for the next round. Okay, so let's put these back as they were. How were they? Sally, you were on the bottom. Yeah, so just to go over this again, I could pass. The first thing I could choose not to take my turn, and I would pass. If Mark then passed, Sally, again, it doesn't matter whether you pass, because if you pass, you go on there, and now we go through this stack. So let's say you take your turn, you would go here. Can't do these, they're fiddly. Right, and then you're all done, which means Mark would get to take a turn, and I would get to take a turn, and that's how that works. So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, if more than one passes, first to pass would be the top of the stack for the next round. Yeah, so hopefully that's explained how that works. Let's put these back there. So if you choose to take a turn, what you do is you move your marker to there, and you first of all, you take one of the cards. So we'll just have a look at this. There are many different types of cards in the game other than green ones. We've got 3 green ones, and then we've got this. This is a roof. So there are 4 different types of villager cards, each suited to a different environment. There's ones that like the coast, which are the blue ones that are the green ones, there's brown ones, and there's also yellow ones. But what happens is, if you take one of these cards, then what you do is you immediately place it below your action tile. So let's talk about these action tiles now. Everybody has, in fact, I'm just gonna scroll up a bit, because everybody has the same 9 action tiles to start with. Furnish, cook, craft, clean, trade, gather in their player colour. So I'm playing purple, which is why I've got these, and you place them so that the artwork lines up. Then at the start of the game, everybody gets 2 of these special action tiles, and you choose which one you want to play with. And I've chosen to play with Tend Land, which is why that doesn't have my colour on. So I've got that one, Mark's got Hunt Boar, and Sally's got Muster. So if you take a character card, one of these, then what happens is you place it below the appropriate section. So this is a green one, it will go there. And then 2 things happen. The first thing is you must, and this is mandatory, you have to do this, you will perform a harvest of that area. Now, when you harvest this particular area, you count up the number of these icons that you've got, which is 1 for your first character, and you can take either a stone or a wool, because it's in the hills, there's lots of sheep, and there's some hills where you can get stone.
Nice.
So you place the card there, and you immediately get to do that. Then you don't have to, but you usually want to, you get to do the bottom action on the card, which in this point is I can spend 2 stone, and I can gain 1 sheep. Now, let's just say on the next turn of the game, I decide to take this card. What happens is it goes there like that. I must harvest, but I now harvest twice. So I could take 2 stone, or I could take 2 wool, or I could take 1 of each. So the more cards that you play in an area, the more powerful the harvest action is. And then when I play this card, I may do this. So every time you play a card, you must harvest, which gets better the more cards you've got, and then you may do the action that's printed on the card. That's the characters. That's how they work. Just make sure we put these back in the same place. So other cards, there are roof cards. Roof cards are worth 2 points each at the end of the game, but at the end of the round, when you get to feed your people, every character requires 1 food unless they've got a roof. If they've got a roof, you don't need to feed them. So roofs are generally a good thing to have.
Yeah.
Other things, stone balls. Well, we all know what stone balls are used for. Playing croquet. No, in this game, what happens is, and I'll just show you this on my thing here. When you get one of these stone balls, what you do is you place this below your player board, but you put it below your left-hand player board. So you put it here. The first one you play of this, they're all worth 2 points. The first one you play will get you one of these Skara knives. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, Skara knives, whatever. They're really useful. You start the game with 2 of them, and these are really useful. They're worth 1 point each at the end of the game if you've still got any. But that's the first one. If you then play another one, I'm just going to reach across and take this. If you then play another one, you get 2. Because when you play one, you get 1 knife for every stone ball you've got.
Okay.
So these are cumulative as well. And this is one of the main ways in the game that you're going to get these knives. Since we've talked about these knives, let's mention what they do. You start the game with 2 of them here, and any time you are harvesting, you can spend a knife to treat it as if you had 1 more icon.
Okay.
And I believe you can spend multiple of these. Right, that's the character cards, that's the roofs, that's the stone balls. There's one other type of card that we've not seen, which is a utensils card.
Okay.
Now, a utensils card does 3 things. It's worth 2 points at the end of the game. It increases your cooking limit for your hearth, which at the start of the game, everybody's cooking limit is 1 to 4. It increases it by 1, so the more utensils you've got. And also, at the end of the round, you're going to gain something called midden. Midden is bad. Midden is basically trash, refuse, leftover stuff. And this game is all about resource management, but it's done in a clever way. So midden, this stuff, bad. You don't want this. It's worth
But
minus...
we'll get it, no doubt.
You'll get it. It's worth minus 1 point at the end of the game, and you are going to gain a certain amount of midden at the end of each round. And every utensils card you have, let me just show you a utensils card quickly. He says, unless you've taken them all out and put them up your sleeve. Wow, where are they? There they are. Right, okay, let's just show you this. I think it's that one. Yeah. So that is a utensils card. So you can see top left, it increases your hearth limit by 1. It reduces the amount of midden that you're going to get, and it gets you 2 points. Oh, I said it does 3 things. It does 4 things. When you gain it, you gain a hide. So whenever you gain one of these cards, you gain a hide.
Where do you put those, and where do you put roofs?
These go, all of the roofs, the utensils, and the stone blocks go below this part of your board.
Okay.
And the 4 different types of villagers go over there.
Okay.
Can you use the resources that you got through harvesting to get the action on the card? Yes, absolutely. Because you first of all, you do the harvest, and that is mandatory. And then after you've done the harvest, then you get to do the action. So it is specifically in that order. Right. So let's talk about resource management, because it's my favorite topic and it's the clever part of this game. This is the space where you are going to store your resources, and every resource you store takes up 1 space in your warehouse or storeroom or whatever. But the clever part of this game is that you can never refuse to gain resources. So if I was to gain, for example, 2 rabbits right now, if I was to gain 2 rabbits, look how cute they are, then what happens is the first one goes here, and then this bar automatically moves to the right in order to make room for a second one. So it moves to the right, and that's a good thing, isn't it? Because surely now I have space for 6 resources. Well, it is a good thing, but depending on where the slider is, this is how much midden you gain at the end of the round. And if you don't have space for it, it moves even further to the right. And this here is how many points you're going to lose at the end of the game. So if your slider is here, at the end of the game, you're going to lose 3 points, and you're going to be gaining 4 midden at the end of each round, because you're just generating so much rubbish. Now, there is a way in the game that you can move this slider to the left. but it doesn't automatically move to the left. So even if you clear all of the spaces of resources, it doesn't slide to the left. So it's automatically moving to the right to make space, but it doesn't automatically go to the left. Right.
Put the rabbit back.
I'll put the rabbits back. So that's essentially it. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take the first turn. I can choose to pass if I really wanted a card from here, but if I choose to take the first turn, I'm going to take a card, and at the point, once you know the game, at the point I take that card, Mark, you're next, you can actually be taking your turn. Now, as I said, we're not going to do that for the start of the stream. I'm actually going to step by step take you through my turn, but that is how the game can be played. As soon as the player has picked up their card, the next player can make a decision about whether they pass or whether they take their turn. So what will happen is I'll take the card. This is a green one, so it goes here. I will immediately harvest. I'm going to get stone or a wool. Let's say I'll take some wool. Take the wool, put it in here. I have space for it, so nothing moves. I then can convert 2 stone into a sheep. Well, I don't have 2 stone. So what I probably would have done is I would have said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to use one of these knives to give me an extra icon to take 2 stone, and then straight away use the 2 stone for a sheep. That's probably what I should have done. Then, after you've done the card thing, you then get to do your actions. And at the start of the game, you've only got 1 worker, and you can place that worker on any of these 10 actions and do the action. So now I'm going to explain what the actions do. Let's start with furnish. So furnishing is all about your furnish track, which, let's just remind ourselves where that is. That's here. So what you're doing is you're trying to move this to the right as much as you can, because as you move it to the right, this is the victory point value for every character at the end of the game. So all of your characters will be worth 1 point at the end of the game. If you manage to get this furnishing marker to here, they're all worth 2 points at the end of the game. This number below is how many points you're going to get for each full set of characters. So there are 4 different colours of villagers, and at the start of the game you don't get any points for a full set, but as you move this to the right it goes up, and then it goes back down because they're worth more, and then it goes back up again. So how do you move this to the right? Well, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this tile and put it here for now. So with the furnishing action, you have to pay, to move it from there to there, you have to pay 1 set of resources. And a set of resources is either 2 wool or 1 hide. To move it from here to here, you have to pay 2 sets of resources, which could be 4 wool, could be 2 hides, or it could be 2 wool and a hides. So it gets more expensive the more you move it up. Okay?
Okay.
That's the furnishing tile. Now I'm going to talk about these down here in a minute, but let's say that one is covered. The next one I want to talk about is the cooking action, and as I mentioned earlier, your hearth limit at the moment is 1 to 4. So when you go there, it means you can cook a maximum of 4 weight worth of things to cook. And what you can cook is actually shown on this board, right down at the bottom of this board here. These are all of the things that you can cook in the game and their weight. So for example, you've got a cooking limit of 4. You could cook a cow. And what you would get is you would discard the cow, you'd get 2 food, you get 1 hides, and you get 2 bones. Or you could cook a deer, that has a weight limit of 3, fish, rabbit, sheep, wheat, and shells. So with a cook of 4, you could just cook 4 shells if you wanted to, and that would be it. And you can increase your cooking limit over the course of the game, which will allow you to cook more things at once. Any questions about the cooking?
Nope, that makes sense.
Right.
That's good.
Okay, crafting. This is how you upgrade these tiles, because every single one of these tiles can be upgraded, and you do that with the craft action. So you go to the craft action, and you pay the resources shown on the tile that you want to upgrade. So let's say I wanted to improve this, I would spend 1 stone and 1 seaweed. I'd take the tile, I'd flip it over to the other side. It's now worth 2 points, and my cooking limit has now gone up to 6. Now, I'm not going to go through the upgraded versions of all of these right now. They are better versions. One thing I will mention is this one. The crafting upgrade, once you have upgraded this, it means that at the end of each round, you get a free cook action. Okay, that's what this one does. So that's the crafting action. Right, cleaning. This is how you get rid of the midden. So you either spend 2 different resources from those listed above to either remove 1 midden or move your slider 1 space to the left.
Ah, I see.
But you can only move it to the left if there is space to move it to the left. And you gain a roof card. This is how you gain roof cards. Now, the roof cards that you take from the display are all worth 2 points. There's a big pile of roof cards set aside. All of these here, right? These are all worth 1 point. So they work in the same way. They protect your people, but they're only worth 1 point at the end of the game instead of 2. If you spend 3 different resources, you get to remove 3 midden, which could be remove 3 midden or remove 2 and slide your bar 1 to the left. And you get a roof as well. So that's cleaning up after yourself. The trade action. What I'm going to do for the trade action is I'm actually going to show you it here, because the trade action is all about this track. You want to move this as far as you can to the right because it's worth lots and lots of points. Now, in the game this afternoon, just to give you an idea, I scored 55 points. But it turns out I was cheating, so I don't know if 55 points is a good score. Anybody in the chat, or Shem, can you tell us what is a good score for this game? But 20 points, I think, is a lot if you can get this to the right. So how do you get it to the right with the trade action? First of all, you must spend a number of resources that are the same, and the number of resources you must spend are 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, or 6. You cannot spend midden. Right? Nobody wants your midden, but other resources are fine. You can spend whatever resources you want to move your trade marker 1 space to the right. Once you've done that, you may optionally spend a knife to gain the trade bonus based on where your marker is.
Okay, nice.
So straight away, I could say, right, well, I'm going to spend 2 wool and go to there, and then I'm going to spend a knife to get, what do I get? I get a cow. So these rewards, interestingly, actually get worse over time. But yeah, that's how this works. So you spend a certain number of resources of the same type to move your marker up, and then you may optionally spend a knife to gain a thing. So 55p is a great score, but as I say, I was cheating. So 30s or 40s is expected for your first game. So if you get that all the way to the right, not only do you get a little achievement, that's probably half your score.
Yeah.
Right. The 4 gather actions, these all work in the same way. You send a worker there and you get either what's printed on it. So that is either a shell or a seaweed, that is a stone or a wool, that is some wood, and that is some wheat. Now, I said I wasn't going to explain all of the upgraded ones, but just to give you an idea, when that's upgraded, it's either gather 2 wheat or convert 2 wheat into a cow.
Okay.
So this is the other way in the game you can get cows, deer, sheep and fish. That's the way that you can get the animals. Also, when you upgrade one of these, it counts as a permanent icon. Right. The final action to explain is unique. There's 10 different ones in the game, and we're now just going to go through and explain what everybody's unique action is, and I am going to refer to the rulebook for this. So mine is tend land. The first important rule, very, very important rule, do not forget this rule. Every single one of these special action tiles costs resources to use, and it costs 2 of either food and or bones. So you can use 2 food, 2 bones, or 1 of each. Definitely don't forget that. If you do forget that, you might score 55 points. So my ability, if I choose to go there and spend the 2 resources, I can perform any combination of 3 gather actions or remove 3 midden or slide a marker to the left. So any combination of 3 of those. Now, if I choose a gather action, it's nothing to do with the harvest. So when you place a worker on a gather, it's not the harvest, it's just the thing printed at the top. So I go there, I can do a combination of 3 gather actions or clearing midden. That's what I do. Mark, you're good at hunting boar. So there's actually 3 boar included in the game. You only use these little pieces if somebody has that tile. So Mark, by paying a cost of 2 things, can go hunting boar. And if he does, he takes a boar and he puts it in his resources, and then printed on the bottom of that tile is what you get if you cook a boar. So he's got a weight of 3 and you get 2 food, hides and a bones. And that's it. So you would only do that action 3 times in the game.
Yeah, better than a deer. Because
that's all the boar got. Well, there's a question. When you've hunted them, do they go back here? But sorry, when you've cooked them, do they go back here? I don't know. Well, ask Shem that. So when Mark has hunted a boar and he has then cooked it for food, does it go back into his resource pool? Can he then hunt it again? Yes, they return. Okay, so you're not limited to doing it 3 times.
Okay.
You are if you want to keep them as pets. Right, Sally, there's a lot of iconography on there. The first thing is, because you have this mustard tile, your cooking limit is +1. So actually your cooking limit is 5 instead of 4.
That's nice.
And that's just a global passive rule. When you go mustering, you pay the cost. You then choose to do either the top harvest action of one of your 4 environments, which is going to be better if there's more characters there, or you do the bottom action of what, the topmost one? It's got to be the topmost one, hasn't it? Yeah, the top harvest or the bottom effect of one environment. So it must be the latest card that you've played.
Yeah.
You do the bottom effect on there. Right. What rules have I forgotten to mention? Let's talk about end of round. So once we've all done 3 turns, and just as a reminder, it's take a card, place your workers, and then that's the end of the turn. Your workers come off. We go to the next turn. The markers move over. Take a card, place your workers. Then turn 3, take a card, place your workers. The rules say you don't have to place your workers, but in my limited experience of the game, you always want to place your workers. I guess the only reason you wouldn't want to is if the action that you would do is actually going to get you resources that you don't want. But yeah, I need to flip these back over because otherwise I'm cheating. Right, so at the end of the round, you get to resolve any end of round activities, if you've got any. One of them is printed on the other side of there. There may be others in the game, I'm not sure. And then what you do is you have to pay food. So for every villager you have that doesn't have a roof above their head, you may pay 1 food. If you don't pay the food, they die.
Okay.
But you can choose which ones. And sometimes you might want to keep the food ready for next time, maybe. Because remember, if you move your furnishing marker up, you're going to get points for sets. So if you've got 6 of these blue ones and only 1 of each of everything else, you might want to kill off some of them. Don't know. That's the end of the round. And then everybody produces midden based on where their slider is. We do 4 rounds. At the end of the game, we're going to score. We're going to score for furnishings, which is points for the number of characters you've got, and points for sets. We're going to score for the trade track, which is here. We're going to score 2 points for every one of these that's been flipped over. Every midden you still have is -1 point. Every food or knife you have is +1 point. And then all of the roofs are worth points, all of the utensils are worth points, and all of the stone balls are worth points. I'm just going to double check that I've not missed anything in the end of game scoring. Points, roofs, utensils, knives, midden. Oh, your slider. If your slider is here, you lose points. And that's it.
How do you get more knives?
How do you get more knives? Stone balls
Yes, of course.
is one way of getting them.
Yeah.
And I said I wasn't going to explain all of them, but the upgraded furnish tile, when you use it, you can take either a wheat or a knife. So there are ways of getting them. Right, hopefully that's everything. So we're off. Me first.
Shem's given us some general tips.
Has he given us a general tip?
Land works well if you flip your gather action tiles. Hunt boar is extra nice if you flip that tile. Boar is then given extra hide. And muster is all about building out 1 big column.
One big column.
Thank you.
Okay. Right then. So, is there anything there that I desperately want? No. So I am going to take a turn. Now, I could take the roof.
Yep.
Because it's the only one there.
Yep.
And roofs are quite good. So I'll tell you what, I might do that. I'm going to take the roof. So that goes there. And then I'm going to choose which of these actions I want to do. Now, there's not many actions that you can do at the start of the game. I can't do the craft action, for example, because I don't have the resources to upgrade it. I can't really go cleaning. I can't really go cooking. I can't go furnishing. No, can't go furnishing. I'm probably gathering. That's probably what I'm going to do. So let's gather. Let's go here and gather some wood. So that goes there, and that is me done. Mark, do you want to take a turn or not?
I do.
Take a turn there.
So I'm disinclined to take one of these because I've got 2 stone. I only get 1
But
stone if I went there, but I
You
could
can
use a knife.
do what I did.
But I don't know what rabbits are useful for.
So when you cook a rabbit, you get food and hide.
Okay. I am going to go for a rabbit.
Okay, so you take the card,
I'm going to
slot
put
it
it
in there.
there,
The first thing you do is the harvest,
which is this one here.
either a stone or a wool.
And I'm thinking...
And that's mandatory. You can't say no to that.
So I'm thinking I'd like a stone, please.
Yep.
I'm going to put that in my bunker.
Yeah.
It's not a technical term, I know.
And then you may choose to do the bottom action.
And that... yes. Sorry, you can do this bottom action, so I can use...
The bottom action of the
Oh,
card.
yeah, get a rabbit. Oh, yes, of course, sorry.
If you want to.
Yeah, I do want a rabbit.
Okay.
Even though it does move my
So you're
thing
gonna have to
along,
move your
but that's
slider
all
along.
right.
There
I
you
definitely want the rabbit.
So, that rabbit is making a right mess.
And now I use my worker.
And now you use your worker to perform any of those things. But you're in a similar situation to me. You could, if you wanted to, cook the rabbit. It's a little bit of a waste of
Yeah, no,
the action.
I don't think I want to do that. So in order to use any of these things, yeah, so I probably want to gather something here, don't I? So let me just have a think. Now, are there any priorities or anything more difficult to get than others?
Well, in the game this afternoon, I ended up with loads of seaweed, and then I couldn't work out what seaweed was for, so I kept trading it away, and then I realised, actually, I needed the seaweed in order to clean.
Yeah.
So I think every resource has a purpose.
I want to upgrade one of these, I think. So I'm going to choose one that I think I want to upgrade, and I'm going to go for... Let's go for a shell. I'll have a shell.
So you're going to take a shell? You got space for your shell? You do?
I do. Thankfully.
Right, Sally, would you like to take a turn or pass? If you
would.
pass, it will then be you to take a turn.
I would love
So,
to take a turn, please.
okay.
And I'm gonna.
They might look very familiar, but trust me, that's the troublemaker. Right, he's a right
I
troublemaker.
would love to take him. So,
Harvest
I
first, stone
am
or
going
wool?
to have a stone. I'm going to spend one of those for another stone, and then
two stone,
I'm going to
convert
take
into a
those
sheep.
in for a little sheep. Thank you very much.
That's it. First turn done. We did
Oh,
that
and my little guy
12 times.
as well.
Oh yeah, sorry, your worker.
So my worker, I think is
12, yeah, so 4 turns, but 3 of those
4 rounds.
will be 4 people.
Yes.
I'm
So you end up doing as
just
much then, yeah.
gonna put him there.
Stone or wool.
I'm gonna have a stone.
Okay, right. So the first turn is over. All of these markers move to there, and now it is Sally. Would you like to take a turn or pass?
So if she definitely wanted a roof, she could pass now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that would guarantee
That
a
would
roof in the
guarantee
last
that
round.
you will go first, choosing for next round. Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Really clever.
Yeah,
interesting.
when I looked at the
I'm
rules, I
actually
was
going to take a turn.
Okay.
And for my turn, I'm going to take that one there.
Yeah.
Oh, he should be off, shouldn't he?
Oh yeah, these should be
Yeah.
they should come off at the end of the turn. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's your second green card, which means you get to harvest twice.
So I'm going to move that along.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have a stone and I'm going to have a little wool.
And then are you using that character?
I'm then going to use a character, spending a stone to get to these eggs or...
Eggs, yeah.
Yeah, so Matt is confirming technically Sally should have placed the stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I should have moved it along.
Yeah, you should have moved it along
Yes,
slightly
okay.
early. Yes,
Thank you,
absolutely
Matt.
right.
Well
Matt,
watched
thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so I've done that. And then I am going to craft
Right.
using that one and that one.
So stone and a wool, and what are you upgrading?
I think... Well, I don't know what's on the back of any of them.
Well,
so I'm
stone and a
gonna
wool
get-
is the cost to upgrade that one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that was what I wanted to do.
So the
because it had
upgraded craft basically means
Yes.
that you now have an end of round
Yeah.
free cook.
Great.
That's all it does.
There was method to my madness. Yes.
Right, Mark, would you like to take?
So
a
I
turn?
think I'd like the roof in the last round
you're
on
gonna
the
pass?
basis I'm going to pass.
You
I
pass?
don't think you're going to take this. I think you want to take one of these. So I'm just pushing my luck there.
So you want this?
Oh, well, I think I probably do because I've got a stone. So you could
I know,
take that.
I know.
But you probably want to get a wood and do one of these.
Well, I don't know, because I'm going to need some food, unless I go with the no villager strategy, which
Well,
I don't know. I don't think that should be there either. I've not traded yet.
the chance you take. I want the roof in the last round.
I mean, if I do take that, I get the stone, and this is what. Yeah, I'd take the stone, and then I'd convert that stone into 2 wood. Whereas if I take that, I can't use the ability unless I. Oh no, I could because I've already
You've got a wood. Yeah, that's right.
But
I knew you want to mess with me, Paul.
it's tricky.
Because I gave my.
Yeah, no, go on. You've used your mind tricks. So I put that there. I'm going to harvest. So I get a wood, which goes to there. This is what Matt was saying. That happens first. And then I spend the 2 wood.
Deer.
Get a deer.
That was an expensive deer. It was a deer.
Oh dear. Right. And then.
Yeah, we're clever.
So my cooking is. See, I could cook, and that's only worth 3. I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to. What am I going to do? I think I'm going to. What's coming up in the last round? Ugh. Oh, wow.
That's why I wanted a roof.
I mean, it's all right. I guess. I'm going to go here. I'm going to gather some wheat. Okay, done.
Surprise.
Oh, you can take that one.
So this means, I think, that I get 2 of these.
Yes.
So I'm going to go for a stone and a cloud.
Now, stone and a wall. That means you're going to have to move your slider
It does.
even more. That rabbit's getting out of control.
I know. Okay. Right.
And now, would you like to exchange a stone for 2 wood?
I would like to exchange that. But now this is going to fill up even more.
Well,
So
no,
stone
you're
goes
getting rid of the
away.
stone to get the 2 wood.
And I get my 2 wood. And then this one comes out.
Yes.
Now then, I feel as though I should upgrade something. I'd like to do the boar because Shem says I should, but I don't have
you don't have the bones.
bones, so that's no good. Cooking, I've got 2 people at the moment, so I'm going to have to cook at some stage. I could cook the egg and the rabbit.
So the weight of an egg is
That's
weight of a shell is 1. Weight,
I'm missing out on a little bit. I'd really like some bones, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to upgrade something different. So I think I can upgrade my craft or my clean. So the craft gives you something.
A free cook at the end of the round.
Oh, I like that.
So you're going to copy
I'm
something.
going to go here, copy my wife.
Yeah.
That one there and that one there.
To upgrade that.
Sounds a good idea.
Okay.
And then I upgrade this one.
Yeah.
Because the cook might go well with my boar, I'm thinking.
Right. That is the end of turn 2. So workers come off. We move the discs here. Mark, would you like to pass?
I know we're not allowed to express an opinion, but this is good fun. You're like, oh, no, I don't want to pass. I definitely want to go. On a roof.
No.
Roof.
And then you get to play your worker.
Right, now this I'm not so sure about. I need
So
to...
you're going to need 1 food at
I
the end of
am.
the round, or somebody's going to die.
Yeah, so I definitely need to...
So you have. Oh, but you do get a free cook.
I
at
get
the
a
end
free
of the
cook, so that's it. I don't need to do that. That's the whole point. So I'd like to get something else to cook.
Just get some wheat or another shell.
Yeah, I think that will be good. I
That'll do
don't
it.
think it matters. Let's go with some wheat, please.
Nope.
Oh,
Bit
we
of
gives you
variety
that,
in the
shall we?
diet.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, thank you, Paul.
Okay. Me next. Do I want to take a turn? Yeah. If I don't, then I get first choice of what comes up here, and that could be anything. So
Of course, yes.
no, I'm going to take a turn.
It's no simple, but so clever.
I know.
No,
I'm
Paul.
going to take this. So I go there. I take the 2 wood, which goes there,
Yeah.
and then I immediately convert the 2 wood into a deer.
Yeah.
Deer. And
Wow.
then I'm going to cook. So I can't cook both deer because my weight capacity of my cooking hearth is 4, but I will cook 1 deer.
And that moves your thing.
And
Oh,
so it is going to move.
It is going to move.
So what I get for the wheat is I get some food, and for the deer I get 1 food.
1 hide and 2 bones.
I get 1 hides and 2 bones, which means my slider is moving there. Now, the rules do say that you can rearrange these at any time. And there's 2 reasons you want to do that. The first is if my marker is all the way here and that ends up being here,
Okay.
I can move it to there.
Yeah.
And the second reason, if you just want to make it look pretty.
Okay, I like
So-
that. Aesthetics are definitely part of the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to have my go. I'm going to have one of these little things, which gives
You
me...
needed to get you a knife.
I think that's quite good. I would have been happy with that instead of a roof, bottomless roof.
and then I'm gonna do this because I think I want a roof.
So if you do that, you won't be able to get the benefit of clearing the midden, but you will still get a roof.
I need it because otherwise I'm gonna lose one of my chats. Oh no,
No.
I get two. I get two. Yes, okay.
No, you're fine. You've got two
I'm
shells.
okay.
You can cook them, or you could cook the sheep.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna cook. I've got 5 actually, so I think I can cook both shells.
Yeah.
Can't I?
You can.
Yeah. So instead, what I'm going to do is
Really could have done with some utensils. That would have been really good.
I forgot about utensils.
Generating 2 midden at the start is.
And I did stack shuffle those into 12
You did?
tiles.
And then it was green, 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 green.
Crazy.
Now that does mean there is less chance of green coming out.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go there because otherwise I'm just going to get
Stone or wool.
stuck. There we go.
Right, we have end of round. So anybody with upgraded craft action tiles gets a free cook.
Which will be
So
I've got
you can cook up to
3,
5.
4, 5.
Yeah,
so
you do 5.
minus 3.
Wait, rub it?
4.
I'm sorry.
So for the sheep, you get food, you get hides, you get bones, and you get some wool.
Yeah,
And then you've got 2 shells.
and I've got 2 shells, so 2
So
food.
it's all of that.
I'd like 3 food, a bones and a hide, please.
3 food,
Food for that, food for that.
bones and a hide.
Yeah.
So do we have to immediately move our things on?
Yep.
Can we?
You need space.
Feed
No, I
off.
cheated with the
Ah.
bones. Bones is not for me, that's for a fish.
Okay.
I need to go back.
Oh, this builds up quite quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah, so the game we played this afternoon, I was playing a very lean game
Yeah.
where I was generating stuff, spending it, generating stuff, spending it. Stuart was here.
Really?
So for the whole game, he had loads and loads of resources, and it was
Yeah.
it's quite hard to manage. So we're all done. 3 turns are done. You 2 have done your 3 cooks.
Yeah.
So we now do feeding of people. I have 2 people and 1 roof. So I may spend a food. If I don't spend a food, somebody dies. I'm going to spend the food.
Same with me.
Spending 2 food.
That's it. Round 1 is done. So
We got to get midden.
we go to there. Oh yeah, midden. Sorry, I get 2 midden. You get 2 midden.
Thank you.
I get 2 minutes.
2 midden.
And we're all at 3, aren't we? Oh, sorry, all at 2. You've got 3 spaces.
Right.
Okay.
So round 2.
Oh, look at that.
Turn 1's guards.
Some of the cards are different. Some yellows.
It's all the yellows. Turn 2 is the yellow
Two
round.
rows there.
And still no utensils.
got more utensils than before. Let me team with my fingers.
Wow.
Look at this.
Loads of characters. Gosh.
Gosh, indeed.
So it is Sally first. Do you want to take a turn or would you like to pass?
You know, I think I'm just going to pass.
Oh, this one, by the way, let's just show you this on the big camera. When you choose the bottom ability of this one, it basically does a harvest in a different environment based on how many of those icons you have in that environment. I pressed the wrong button. Sorry. This card here. So when you play this card, you will count the number of those icons you have and you will gain seaweed based on that. So it's nothing to do with the number of cards in this column. It will be to do with the number of cards in that column.
Okay.
So you're passing?
Actually, I'm reconsidering.
Mhm.
I am... No, I'm going to pass.
You're
Okay.
gonna pass.
Yeah.
Right. So do I want to take one of these?
Good, there were 2 I wanted. Don't know which one. Thank you.
Oh,
You want a roof at you? Yeah, sensible.
Maybe.
I mean,
I think it's sensible. The fact the pool went for a roof really early means it's a good idea. Go for all the roofs.
I don't know what to do. No. Well, I mean, I might, because if I pass, I will choose second here and second here. But that's okay. Yeah, I'm going to pass. So you could pass.
Yeah, I'm going to pass as well.
Okay, so you pass, which means you then go first.
Okay. I wasn't really expecting that. I'm thinking What is wool used for? That's the question.
That's a good question.
Furnishing.
Furnishing.
Oh,
So furnishing is basically making your home nicer,
and gives you points as well.
and it will give you points for your character cards.
Let's take this little chap here.
Okay.
I'm going to put him there, and I
So
get
you
to
can
harvest a wood.
which you don't have space for.
I don't have space.
So it slides along.
Slides along.
And then do you want to
Thank
spend
you.
that for 2 wool?
I'm going to spend that for 2 wool, please.
If you can.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
And now you get to do an action.
And we could furnish.
You could.
And I've got lots of stuff.
Yeah.
So furnishing does feel like quite a good idea. I'm going to furnish.
Okay. So it only costs you 1 set of resources, and that set can either be 2 wool or 1 hide.
Yeah, so I think these take up a lot of space. And I can't think of any other uses for them, so sorry.
Okay, there you
I'm
go.
going to use my 2. And I'm going to furnish. So I'll
Yep.
move that along like
That's it.
this.
Just increasing your end of game points for people.
Okay.
And now it's me, because I'm on top of this stack. So I'm going to go next. And I am going to take this one. So I'm now getting 3 wood, which means that moves to there for the 3 wood. But then I will convert 2 of them into a deer. So I get 1 wood and 1 deer.
Ooh.
I've heard that getting lots of deer wins the game. Although
Okay.
no, that's a different game. That's a different game.
What game is that?
And then, well, I could do my 10 land. I've got so much stuff now
Food in the bones to
do 3 gather actions or 3 remove midden and stuff like that, which is basically a slightly cheaper version of that. Is it? Will that work? Because I could use hides and or I should probably be upgrading some of these. Or I could trade. Oh, there's so many things. So many things. I think I'm going to... I don't just want to copy what you two have done. But I'm going to craft. But I am going to upgrade my 10 land. So I'm going to spend 1 hide and 1 bones. And I'm going to upgrade this. So it's now worth 2 points at the end of the game. But now when I 10 land, I can do it 4 times instead of 3. There you go. So it's just an improved version of it. Oh, sorry, take second workers.
Yes.
Apologies.
Oh.
Completely forgot that. Take second workers,
well,
round 2.
can have my word.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you get a second action, and I can do my second action as well. Completely forgot. I said it at the start, and then completely forgot it. So I could do that. I could do it right now. I'll tell you what, I'm going to. I'm going to do my 10 land. So I spend those 2 things, and I can do this 4 times. So I'm going to remove that one and that one. There's 2. And then I am going to gain... I'm going to gain some... I'm going to gain 2 wheat. There we go. Sorted.
Yeah, I'm not quite so sure what to do. It's confused me slightly. And we'll do this. I really want to upgrade it first, though, because Shem said I should.
Yes.
But
You're going to need hides and bones.
I'm going to do this. Food I need, don't I?
Oh, no, to upgrade it...
No, sorry. In order to use
To
it.
use it, you need 2 things, which for you is
Yeah.
2 food.
And I am missing out on a hide.
Yeah.
But never mind. And
Oh,
I'm
10 land has to be different gather actions. Oh, it does say not equals to. Thank you.
going to get myself a little boar.
Well spotted. Yeah, there is a not equal to symbol on there.
He's not much for this world, but
Okay, now can I go?
Yep.
So I'm going to take this chap. He's going to go there. I'm going to... It's very expensive.
So you
It's
have
going
to harvest the wheat
to-
first.
Oh, yeah.
Slider
This
moves
is
along.
my way of cheating. So that goes across. So 1, 2, 3. And
For a cow.
I get a cow.
Oh, you're using the 2 knives.
I know,
Wow.
but otherwise I can't do it. Where's the cow?
There.
Ah, cute.
it's interesting selection mechanics, isn't it?
Yeah.
Action selection. You've got
And
set collection. You've got engine building. You've got resource management.
then,
And now 2 workers.
yeah, on the back of here.
So you know what your upgraded muster does?
Yeah, so you get both.
You get the top and the bottom.
Yeah, which is quite good. So I'm gonna craft, doing that one and that one.
So you are upgrading
Upgrade
it.
muster.
Okay.
And then for my second go, this is so exciting. I think I shall.
I know there aren't many links, but it reminds me a little bit of Hannertown.
Okay.
All the different resources,
I'm
gonna-
and building the thing along.
You're going to go cooking?
So
So you've
I'm
got
gonna.
5 weights worth of stuff. So
So the
cow,
herbivore, yeah.
2 food,
2 food, a hide,
hides.
and 2 bones.
2 bones. And you've got the extra one? No.
Okay.
Okay, so this one. Right. So at this point, I'm comfortable with us now starting to play more
Yep.
Yeah.
simultaneously.
Okie dokie.
So what will happen is Sally will choose to take a turn or not,
Yes.
and then you pick a card.
Oh,
And
I
then-
should take my guys off. Okay.
We'll just let you now do your
Do my thing.
do your thing.
Right.
I will choose to take a turn as well, and I will take this one. And then I'll do my thing,
I'll do a rabbit.
and then the game will go a lot quicker now that we're doing this. Chris is asking if you upgrade a tile with a worker on it, the worker remains on the tile. Yes, and it says that in the rule book.
We get these workers, don't we?
Shem says, good luck with your upgraded muster. Because the resources can get out of control.
Really? Okay. I'm feeling a bit
they
stressed.
start multiplying.
Okay. So I'm going to go there.
I'm going to cook a deer. Cook a deer and a wheat.
That off.
Wheat?
And
Yeah, deer and a wheat.
let's take that off.
So that gets me 2 food, 3 hides, and 2 bones.
Oh, the rabbit's too big to cook.
That.
For dinner.
Then, do we tend land again? Or do we do something else?
Just realised I should have taken 2 things there. Because I've got 2 of those.
I'm going to upgrade. The blue cards are bound to come out at some point. Yeah? You didn't drop the blue cards on the floor when you were shuffling. So I'm going to upgrade that.
Oh, the furnace also gives you one of those.
Yes.
So I think maybe I'll do that. Get a stone.
Shem saying trade the wool. The wool's gone.
My wool.
What do you mean, Sally? Sally.
Yeah, so I could go there. I was thinking about doing that though and using the wool for that to start cleaning
I
some of
can't
this.
use wool to clean.
Oh. Yeah, good.
So when I do craft, I can upgrade this.
You can, yeah, as long as you
Yes,
spend
okay.
that and that.
Thank you very much, Shem.
So
So
I think I'm doing
those.
it slightly behind. Oh my word. The wooding with the deer.
To move that along. And that is done.
We've all done all of our actions.
Yeah.
So we remove our workers. We move the discs to here, and we're going for turn 3.
Okay, what have we got here? So what does this one mean again?
So if I was to take that,
Yeah.
it would do nothing.
If I was to take
If
it.
you were to take it, you would get to harvest. So you would get 1 stone for every one of those icons you have.
2 of those.
You'd get 2 stone.
It's actually quite useful for me. And I also.
Well, you'd get 2 wood,
And I get 2 stone.
and then you'd get 2 stone. Now the 2 wood is mandatory. The 2 stone would be optional. But if you do it, you've got to do it in full. You can't take part of it.
When I come to cook at the end, we got cook at the end of this round, haven't we?
You don't have to, but you get a free cook at the end of the round.
Yeah, but actually,
I don't get that.
I'm a bit concerned because I've got no food.
So you have a boar and a rabbit.
Yeah.
Now you can't cook a boar and a rabbit because a boar is 3 weight and a rabbit is 2.
If what's the rule about putting 2?
You can do that. As long as one of them's big, The big worker can share a space with a small worker,
Okay.
but you cannot put 2 small workers on the same space.
I may have messed up here.
Nah, you'll be fine.
Because I'm trying to get enough food for 5 people and 4 people.
Yeah, you can do that.
How can I do that?
Oh no! How much is your boar? Your boar's 2,
Yeah.
and your rabbit's 1.
Yeah, that's, I'm one short.
Yeah. So you're going to have to go gathering to get some shells or some wheat.
But then I won't have 2 to be able to cook twice because I can't cook them both together because they come to 5.
Oh, I see what you mean. So you could clean, and cleaning gets you a roof. And that will effectively save you a food.
And I can use...
Yeah, or Shemi's saying, you gather, cook, and then you use your free cook at the end of the round. So you can do that way.
But
So there's a few ways to do it.
you know, rabbit and cook it just
Because you can clean.
waste. Yeah.
You
yeah,
can clean.
okay.
You've got hides and you've got wood. So there's a few
Yeah,
options.
let's-
Are you going to take a turn?
I'm going to take a turn.
Okay,
I'm going to take this one here,
right.
and that means I immediately get 2
You
wood.
harvest 2 wood, and then you may choose to take 2 things.
Put your 2 wood here, and I am going to take 2 stone. You can all go with your goes.
I will take a turn, and I'm going to take this one because I put it there. I get 1 thing, which will be that, but then I activate this and get 3 wood.
And I shall take this in chap. So I'm going to get
And I've got 2 actions now. Do I have enough food?
2 of those.
Yes, I do. Just 4 people, 2 roofs, 2 food. Awesome stuff. All right.
And oh my goodness, this is definitely getting out of control. One of those.
I'll actually see that.
So,
I'm then going to spend.
wait, am I going to be able to get some sets?
That's not a good idea.
So
I could go trading. Okay, so I'm going to trade. So I'm going to spend 2 wood. Move my trade marker along. And then I'm going to spend 1 knife to get a cow. Moo.
Oh no, I've moved the thing along. The end of the beginning of the end. I'm gonna cook.
no, I'm not going to do that.
It's a bit inefficient, but
I am going to craft. And I'm going to spend that. Upgrade that.
Move that one.
Okay, there we go.
Move that one.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how many other games where you can take an action to clean your house. It's not many.
I went that there, and I'm using that there.
So I'm going to do.
How's your mustering
That
going?
one. Well, it's okay. So I'm actually going to muster on this one.
So what does it do again? You spend the 2 things.
Spend the 2 things, then I get the top and the bottom.
You get the
action.
top and the
Yeah.
bottom. So for you, with only 1 card there, it's 1 wheat.
1 wheat.
But then you can spend 3
My
wheat to
3
get a
wheat
cow.
to get a cow.
Right.
Yes.
That's my boar. This is bad. and I've still got 1 more to cook, so I cook that, which gives me 1 of those. Well, the rabbit's only going to give me 1, so I am still going to lose
not
the
much
person.
meat.
No, because you've got a roof. That's it.
You got a roof?
Yes.
Okay. Right, we're done. So end of 3rd turn, workers come off,
When do we do the cooking?
and now you get to do your cooking.
I'm going to cook my rabbit.
Which is that and
1
that.
food and a hide. Thank you.
So I've got a cook of 5, which is one of those. One of
The
those.
hides I've got.
So I get 1, 2, 3
3 food.
food, 1 hide,
2
2
bones.
bones. Yeah. Thank you.
Right, so that is the end of round cook. And then midden.
Oh my word.
How much midden would
We
you
don't
like?
feed our people first. Or midden.
Sorry, yes, we do feed our
people.
we do feed our people first. I've got
Thank you
4
for
people,
that.
2 roofs.
Let's count you on that.
Have 4 midden.
Replacing my 4 food.
Can I have 3? Wow, you've really moved along.
3. Okay.
No, I didn't say that.
You're doing so badly.
Right. And that's the end of the round. So start of round 3. Let's do it before we forget. Everybody gets a worker.
Thank you.
There you go. Right.
Wow.
And then we do the markers
I don't
here.
need any more stuff. Oh,
Right.
right. So I should trade the wood. What
cards.
did he mean by that? By
No, I think he
trades?
meant wool. And
No.
I think he meant Sally.
No,
Well,
more.
unless I
Maybe
read it
trade
wrong.
the wood.
Oh, trade the wood. Right. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
there.
let's see what cards we've got. Yeah, I mean that's what I did. I did some
What did you do
trading.
with the trade?
So you spend 2 of the same resource
Yeah.
to move it along, and
Okay.
you may then spend a knife to get the bonus below.
Of course, that's right.
What I did.
Which is yeah. Thank you, Shem. I should have read that earlier. Round 3, also known as Mark's round, start cleaning.
Hey, utensils have come out. We've had our first utensils card. We are
Tell us
about.
about utensils. 'Cause I have no idea what they are.
Right,
Hours
well,
ago.
we do 4 things. When you
They
take,
do- yeah.
take them, you get a hide.
Yeah.
They're worth 2 points at the end of the game.
Yeah.
They increase your cooking limit by 1,
Okay.
and they reduce the amount of midden that you get.
Oh, they're very good.
They are very
Why didn't we see them before?
because somebody shuffled the deck and put them to the bottom. Let me tell you how many there are in the game. No, I don't know. No, I'm not sure how many there are in the game, but there's more than
Not
one.
enough. Not enough.
Sally, would you like to take the first turn?
No, I don't think I do. What's on the back of cleaning?
So on the back of cleaning is an improved clean that also allows you to use food.
Okay.
You can use food to clean.
Yes, I don't thematically. Maybe you feed people to go out and.
There are only 4 utensils.
Oh wow! Only 4
Yeah.
in the whole game.
Yeah.
2 came out in round 1 in our game this afternoon.
Okay.
Wow.
Who's going to math out to try and work out?
Can I just check? So for cleaning, so I haven't
Yes.
done any cleaning yet.
Different
it's
resources.
Just 2 of either
Yes.
of those 2,
Yeah.
or any of those.
To
Okay.
remove a midden
Yeah.
or slide your slider to the left
Yeah.
and
right.
get a roof.
Yeah.
Or 3 different resources to remove 3 midden or slide your thing to the left,
Yeah.
any combination,
Yeah.
and get a roof.
Okay. I'm going to pass.
So
Or whatever it's
yeah,
called.
it is called pass.
Pass. Yeah.
So, do I want one of those cards? Well, yes. So I am going to take a turn and I'm going to take this one because it goes there and I get. I'm going to have some seaweed. And then I get to activate this, so I get 3 wood.
Did you use your people, Sally?
Nope, she passed.
So here we go.
Do you want to pass or do you want to take a turn?
Well, oh,
And I'm going to place my 3 workers now.
I want to see, is it possible to get this by my next action? So, I think that Sally wants this. She wants the roof.
Apparently, okay.
She wants the roof. So whatever happens, I'm going to go there. She's going to be on top. So she's going to go first to get the roof.
to go here, which means she won't be going first here.
Which means if I...
Oh, no, she could.
Which means if I pass...
No,
and I,
she could.
She could, then I'll get the roof. So I can get the roof on this if I pass. But it doesn't make a difference because if I pass, I'm going next anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go next.
You take your card. I'll do my 3 actions with this.
I think I might
Don't forget your second resource from the flipped tile.
Snowball's quite good.
Second resource from the flipped tile. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the tile is flipped, which means it has an icon on it already.
Oh, no.
I did forget that.
the bottom was
Yeah, I did mention that, and I was thinking, where's that? Yeah, thank you.
Do you know what?
More resources.
I'm going for the snowballs.
So you get a knife.
Thank you. Right.
I've got so much of this.
Shell, I'm going to trade. So I'm trade.
So
I need bones.
I
2
get
of my word.
Desperately need bones.
2 of
We're
those.
going to
One
go.
of these.
And I need to be cleaning up as well.
So,
We seriously need to be cleaning up.
And then I spend one of those.
I'm going to go here. I'm going to clean up. So I spend hides, wood, and seaweed
Right.
to take a roof and remove
I need to clear up.
those 3 midden.
Trade.
Then I'm going to trade. And spend.
Different things.
Oops.
Clean is different. Trade is the same.
Trade is the same.
Trade
Yes,
is the
that's
same.
right.
So I spent 3 wood to move that to there. And then I
There's a
spent
lot to
9.
hold in my head at this
Yeah, yeah.
stage. I can't use my midden suddenly.
Nope, nobody wants your midden.
And I can't clean either because, oh, I could.
Done that and I've done that. Right,
So
that's looking
trade.
good.
I've
I've done
moved that
right.
along. Oh, I don't get the stone knife thing, so I'm going to stone knives. What does that mean, Paul?
It basically means you move your marker along.
Oh yeah, I've done that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I've got.
And then you can spend the knife to do the
Yeah.
thing. It's just-
So and then
I'm going to clean. Just needs to be done.
I'm going to cook the cow.
2.
oh, there's just too much stuff to do.
Yeah, got rid of 3 midden.
Yeah.
March around for
Hey,
cleaning.
did you get a roof?
I'm about to get a roof. Thank you very much, Lee.
So these roofs are only 1 point as opposed to the
Yes.
roofs that you'll take from here.
That makes sense because you're not
Just
taking
for
much.
when we add them up at the end of the game.
I'm going to go and do that.
Yeah, for such a simple set of rules, there's some real
Yes.
complexity, isn't there?
Quite thinky. I'm going to do that. And then
So you've upgraded your
I've
cleaning
upgraded
action. Yeah.
my cleaning action, and then I think I'm going to go there to spend that one,
So food and a
and that
bones.
one, and I'm
Next time, Paul, I do 3 of the same thing here, don't I?
Yes.
I did 2
Two.
before.
so I get 3 of
So
these.
manage
Harvest 3 times in the grasslands.
1, 2, 3.
And then you can do the bottom effect
No, I'm
of
going
that
to go
card.
1, 2, 3. And the bottom effect of the card is to get rid of one of those.
For 2
or
weeks.
2 of those.
Okay. We're all done.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Remove workers. And we go to turn 2. Sally, you're first.
Yeah, so I don't want that. I want
So you are going to take a turn. Right.
1, yeah.
Mark.
So I think I can guarantee getting the
So
tools.
if you pass
by
now,
passing.
you will get the utensils.
Yay! It was either that or the roof. I was happy with either of them.
So I'm
Well,
going to
this,
get...
this is interesting because
We're spurning the roofs, Paul. You got
well, I'd like a full set, although I haven't improved my furnishings.
Yeah.
So if I'm not going to improve my furnishings, there's no point trying to get a full set.
yeah.
But if I have a full set, I'm more inclined to do my furnishings.
Oops.
Oh, it's a full set of roofs count.
No, full set,
right,
4
okay.
different characters.
So you would need your.
So I need to take the yellow one.
Yeah.
I'll take the yellow
see,
one.
Okay.
But
Yes,
am
I
I going to be doing that? To do that, I need wool.
Surely you've got to a bit of that, haven't you?
Well, I don't need to. If I'm aiming to get this trademark at the top, which I probably won't.
Think of the points you're going to miss out on, though. That's not much use to you, is it?
No. No, I'm going to take this one. I'll take this one. So I'll put it there, and I'm going to harvest, and it's upgraded. I've not forgotten this time, so I get 2 wheat. 2 wheat, 2 woo, right? And then I'm going to get to do that, which is the wool. Right.
That's a wool or a stone, yeah? You took a wool.
No, it's the wool.
Oh, it's a wool.
It's
Yes, of course.
specifically
Yeah,
for each one of
right.
those I get. Right, now we need to do some more crafting. So we are now going to upgrade that for a bones and a seaweed. Bones and a seaweed. And we're going to upgrade again with the bones and a wool.
Just check a rule.
Yeah.
So you said that if I do this, I can use one of them to move it back a step. Is that?
Yeah. So which one are you doing? Are you doing the
I'm
minus
doing the
2, the minus
three.
4?
Yeah. So
You're spending 3 different resources.
yeah, so I've
you've
taken
got
3 off,
4 midden movements, which can either be to remove a midden
Yeah.
or move your slider back
Yeah.
1.
Okay, I've upgraded my hunt boar. Sacrifice my cow. Boom.
Right, you'll like this. I'm going to go here, and I'm
Yeah.
going to do all 4 gathers, and they're all upgraded.
Wow,
So I have to spend 2 food to do it,
that's impressive.
but I just thought I'd do it. It's fun.
It's also quite good.
Yeah.
Cow, I get.
So I get. I don't actually know what I want here. I think I want that. So I'm going to get an egg and the seaweed. Not an egg, a shell and a seaweed. Yep, Tendland is fully online. I figured I'd try and do it, and I've done it. My gather is going to be a stone and a wool. This gather
Also provides a scale knife. Flipped hump bow.
Does
now
it?
Also provides a
Oh,
scale
it does. Yes,
each
you
time.
can just see it.
Okay, I'm about to do that now.
I'm going to get into it. Work. And then finally, gather. I can either gather 2 wheat or spend the 2 wheat to get a cow.
Lots of food. Let's use the food.
Where are we? This was turn 2, wasn't it? Go on, guys, quick.
To get a boar.
I've got plenty of deer.
Oh, a boar.
No, I'm just going to get 2 wheat. Okay, happy with that? Yeah, very happy with that.
Bring that. Then I did that.
Those go.
Got my cow, which gave me the 2 food and the bones. And I went here to use my 2 food to get a boar and a scale knife.
Maybe I'll take one of those off.
We're cleaning again.
I'm cleaning again. Oops. Lots of roof.
I guess with the scale knife, you use his tusk. That's where you get the.
Yeah.
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 Or I don't know.
Okay, we'll. No,
No,
one actually
I'm
left.
very, very sorry.
That's all right.
I will then. I need 2 things to go there.
Pop your little balls here so we can see how many there are left in the field.
Right. I mean, to use all 3, you can really go some.
I'm just going to move this along.
So
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Sorry. I'm just going to go there. Get a thing.
stone or a wall.
Actually, I'm going to craft.
Okay. Well, that's good. Then. There's
Too
all
many
these options.
choices. Too many choices. What's on the back of trade?
So on the back of trade
You
is
don't need to
interesting.
spend a knife to get the
No,
thing.
you can spend anything
Ah, no,
to get
that's
the bonus. You can spend anything.
but I don't have a hide, so I can't do that. I'm going to just
Lots of different routes and ways of playing
go
the
down to
game.
get one of those.
Yeah,
Well done,
this
Barney.
has
There
gone
we
very
go.
different from what I did this afternoon.
This is quite nice.
Yeah. Right, we're all done.
We're done.
That's the end of round. Sorry, the end of turn 2. Oh, we forgot to do this. What happened here is I took a turn and then you took a turn.
Great.
So Mark's going first and you pass. Yeah.
I think I'd only because you made such a
There's
fuss about
4 of them
it.
in the game,
I want this one.
so you immediately get hides.
Get a hide, and that means I get 1 fewer midden.
Yes.
I can cook
Your
for 1
cooking limit
more,
is +1.
and I get 2 points.
Yeah. So do I want to take a turn?
Generate some food.
Tell you what,
I've only got to generate 2.
I'm going to pass. So Sally,
Yeah.
You choose one of those.
I'm going to have that little one, I think.
okay, and then I will take
So that is
this one. This is
Two
a
of
silly
those.
amount now. I gain 5 wood. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slidey slide.
Oh no, I've also seem to be filling stuff up.
This is crazy now. I think it might be time to do some trading. Look at all this wood.
I'm also going to do some trading.
Oh dear. Did Paul move his tile when he took his card? Did Paul not move his tile when he took his card? Oh, if you mean these, yes, possibly. So I think we've reset that now. I think we're all good. Yeah, I've gone overboard on resources.
Can I have a roof, please?
Have a roof. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Right, I am going to craft. I am going to spend a stone and a hide to upgrade the trade.
Think about this. Okay.
Then I'm going to trade, spending 4 wood to move up on this track, and then I'm going to spend another wood for the sheep. So this is the last turn, isn't it, for this round? Oh dear. Oh dear. Food.
Yeah, my food is not good.
I'm giving that roof back a minute because I'm going to do what I did.
Yeah, I've messed this up. I'm also going to have to... Yeah, I can't trade that.
Now I'm going to undo this. I'm going to
No, I'm going to have to undo that.
I'm going to put this one. Because I forget I get a free cook at the end.
Yeah, I might have to join you with that free cook.
Right. I'll put those out for now.
Right, so I didn't upgrade that,
I've done either of those.
but I did upgrade it, but I didn't use it. Yeah, I'm going to have to upgrade that because I need the free cook at the end of the round.
So I do get that there.
Right, okay. So, I need 4
Can I
food.
get the stuff at the bottom? No, I can't get the stuff.
Come with that.
Well, I haven't got the stuff for it though.
So I have to cook. So my cooking limit is 4, which means it's deer and wheat. Yeah, that's 4. So I get 1 food for the wheat, 1 food for the deer. Lots of bones in here.
Oh, I've got this though.
What can you use your scale for? Only for adding an extra 1.
Is that right?
The scale knives.
When you harvest, you can use each one of these adds an icon.
Okay.
But also, it's good for getting this when you go along here, isn't it?
If your trade isn't upgraded, yes.
If your trade is
If
upgraded.
trade is upgraded, you can use anything.
Oh my goodness, that saved me. That's wonderful. So I can do that by spending 1, 2. I know I need 3
You
things.
need 3 things.
Okay, I'm just gonna go there and get another thing. It's fine. 3
Okay.
2
things.
things the same here.
3 things the same.
No, that's 2 sets of resources, which is either 2 wool
To move that along.
or 1 hide. So that is 4 wool, 2 hides, or 2 wool and a hide.
And then spend that.
Wow. How else can you get the knives other than the upgraded bow hunting? Furnish. If you upgrade the furnish action, then you can get a knife every time you do that. But also the stone balls that come out. And when you take one of them, you get a knife for each stone balls card that you have, including the one that you've just taken.
Oh no, I've messed up. I'm gonna lose some of my guys. That's okay.
Yeah, I had to undo my thing.
I'm going to get seaweed.
1, 2. Yeah.
And can I now upgrade gather? I can. So to upgrade that by going to,
Craft.
I think furnish does that. So I'm going to do that. So upgrade gather.
That one.
Oh, that one.
The other gather.
Yeah, this is the one I want. Okay.
Okay, we're all done.
Oh my word.
End of round cooking, which is all of us at this
I'm
point.
cooking this.
So sadly, I just get 2 of those.
It's 2 rounds. Do I have space for all of this stuff? Yes, just. Wow. Right. End of round cooking has been done. feeding of people. I need 4.
I need 1. I got 4 roofs.
So one of my guys dies.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, very, very sad day. Sorry.
And then midden.
I get 3 minus 1.
Yeah, you only get 2.
Good.
I'm in charge of this now.
Well, you've got a spatula, you see, so.
Spatula.
so
Spatula for the win.
What a mess. What a right mess. Anybody need any wood?
Well, I haven't got much stuff actually.
No.
Right, are we ready? Final round of the game.
No,
let's
is
have
it?
our,
No.
let's
That's
have our workers.
terrible.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but you're going to get to do 12 actions.
I don't know what I'm doing as it is. That means I get to do more stuff I don't know what I'm doing.
Right, I'm first. So, come on. Give me the stuff.
No, that looks very good.
Well, there's one of each. What's here? More utensils.
Oh, utensil. I think it's ranged. The end. It's not so good at the end, is it?
Okay, now. There's 1 round left. I've only got 3 more cards to take. And if I take that one, and that one, I will have 2 full sets.
You're trying to actually get points, aren't
Well,
you?
possibly.
Cheating, isn't it?
I
It's not a
don't,
win.
I don't know whether it's going to be possible to do. Because it requires me to have lots of wool and lots of hides. And I'm not really doing that.
Peter Amazon said the expansion will get you warriors to raid the other villages.
Well, I hope so. Then again, I don't want any of Sally's midden. What am I going to take?
you should put a breed a baby, I reckon. That'll be good.
Do I want to have a go? Or do I want to pass and take one of these first? Okay, I'm going to take a go. And I'm going to take this one.
Paul,
Yes.
could you just remind us of the end of the game scoring? Because at
Yes.
this stage it would be good to be aware of it.
Well, the trade track is easy. It's how far you are up.
yeah.
Right. This track, the furnishing track, gives you points for each person
Yeah.
and points for each complete set of people.
Okay.
You also get 2 points for each one of these that's upgraded.
Okay.
You get points for all of your cards that you've collected here.
Yeah.
And you get 1 point for every food and 1 point for every knife. And you lose 1 point for every midden. And you lose points based on where this is.
Okay.
That's it.
You've got so many people, you've got so many upgrades.
Right. I'm going to have a go and take the little rabbit guy.
So that goes there. I've got 3 symbols. So I get 3 wheat, which means that has to go there. And then I spend the 3 wheat to get a cow. And now I'm going to do 4 worker actions.
Yeah, you can have your go.
Thank you. I'm going to
Gosh.
make a decision of what I'm going to do. Don't all that wood? Probably not.
Where's my stone gone?
I get seaweed.
We need to be cleaning a bit more.
2 rolls.
Yeah, I really need the stone.
Right.
Mm.
I wanted the hides for something. Oh, that was the furnishing, wasn't it? Yes. Okay, I'm going to go here first. I'm going to gather, and it's an improved gather. So I get stone and wool. Then we're going to craft, and I'm going to spend the stone and the wood to improve this. Then we're going to use it to move that along, spending a hides, which also gets me a wheat or a knife. I'm going to take a knife.
1. Actually, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, I know why.
This isn't very efficient. I'm not being very efficient.
It sorts out my cleaning stuff.
No, I'm going to get a little rabbit.
Oh my word. Move the thing along again. Wasted it.
I'm going to clean. I'm going to spend that, that, and that. Clear that, that, and that. Get rid of. Okay. 4 actions done.
Afraid I'm gonna use a knife to get dinner.
So Skara Brae was only, even though it was like 3,000 years ago that it was inhabited, it's only recently that it's been discovered. And it was after a storm. There was this massive storm, and it actually blew the tops of the roofs of the building that they didn't even know were there.
Crazy.
I think it was like 1920 or something like that. And then that's where the archaeologists went in and started finding all of this stuff.
So, Paul, if I can go there again, can't I?
You can go there again with your big meeple.
Means I can spend my 4 of these to go up there.
Yeah. And then you can spend a knife
to get a sheep.
to get a sheep.
Leaning into the boar hunt thing.
Rearrange these.
So I am just going to do that again. So I know it's only one now.
I feel as I should probably have upgraded more things than I've upgraded, but
It's tricky. I only did it because of that, and it would just be cool to have them all 4 upgraded. But
I'm basically every time just going to get a boar and then using the meat to get another boar and killing it and getting. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, let's do that. So we are going
Is that 10?
1,
8.
Okay.
2,
That was an X.
3.
It looks like an X, but yeah, it's an 8.
Moving that along, spending that to get a little sheep. Okay.
All workers placed.
Mm-hmm.
Right, end of that turn. Workers come off, and it is marked to choose whether you want to take a go or not.
So I actually want the tools because I want that hide.
Okay, so you go first. You take that. You take that. Sally.
This is becoming a bit ridiculous, isn't it? So that gives me one of those for every one, so it'll give me 2 things.
So you play it,
Yeah.
and you will immediately harvest.
That
Oh,
Yeah, well, no, you play the green one.
Yeah.
So you'll immediately harvest for 1,
All of
2, 3,
those,
4,
yeah.
5, 6,
Gazillion, yeah.
and then you will gain 1 wheat.
Yeah. Oh, just 1 week.
Yeah, because you've only got one of those symbols, so it'll be
Okay.
1 wheat.
So I am playing.
And I am also going to play. So I get 1, 2, 3 things. Really need the stone.
I've done this a lot earlier.
2.
I'm actually going to do.
Let's just have 3 stone. Yeah. Right. Okay. So penultimate turn of actions.
I've still got to do this. Oh, you're doing actions, okay.
Have you done all yours?
About to, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's quick.
Yeah, no, I'm quite single-minded about what I'm doing.
Actually, no. I'm not going to take that stone. I'm going to take the wall. 1, 2. Because
Oh, we should have got.
now I can furnish.
I've done this twice. I've done that. I haven't taken one of those things.
Furnish. 2.
So I've got 1, 2.
Goes that there. Gets a knife. Okay, next. Oh, where's my seaweed gone? Anybody seen my seaweed? Oh, I had some.
I just had to buy a seaweed, which is very expensive. Ain't no bones about it.
I mean, I could go on here and get.
Just move the thing along. There, that's so bad.
I want to trade. Trade forward. And then I can spend some bones to get a sheep.
Shem said, did you want the 3 barley from the villager you just placed, Paul?
Thank you. I forgot about that. Yes, I probably did. And I don't know if that means I would have had to move that one more to the right. Because I've just spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'd have been okay. Yes, I'd have been okay. Right, so how much food am I going to need? I'm going to need 5. Wow.
Those, one of those.
It's not the last turn.
Brady Paladins is amazing. Sally and I have played many games of Paladins. I won't say it's our favourite, but it might be our favourite. But we like them all.
Ah, don't know what to do now. I need to clear the midden. No, because I'm going to get the midden at the end of the round. That's the problem. So I'm not able to clear it. There's no way to clear the midden that you're going to get at the end of the round, is there? That's just going to be negative points. So I need to be moving this back because that's hurting a lot. So if I go here now, I'm going to get potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to get 8 resources, but I don't need all of those 8 resources.
Get rid of 2, 1, 2.
It's interesting.
1, 2. Little houses.
I'm going to go first next round. I'm going to take that one. I know exactly what I need to do with that. 2. I think I cheated. Yeah, I cheated. I forgot it was 2 sets of resources to upgrade the furnishing, and I only paid 2 wool. So I've just paid the hide. So how am I going to get 2 more hides? By killing animals. Yes.
What's wrong with not feeding your people at the end?
Well, they go.
Yes.
And they are worth points.
Of course they are, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they are.
So many people. You've got twice as many people as me. I didn't. So you've got
Yeah, Sally's got so many green ones, we're off the camera.
Because I was told.
You were told to.
Like a Duracell bunny, just do one thing well. What are you doing?
Turn them sideways so you can see how many there are. There's loads. There's
Okay,
lots.
you can't see. Yeah.
Okay. Let's.
Slim, what do you do it like this?
Messed up my beautiful.
I'm going to go cooking. We're going to cook the cow. Yeah, I'm going to cook the cow. So that's 2 food. Hides. And 2 more bones. And then I'm going to trade again. I'm going to spend 4 of these bones to move that to there.
You're going to have more roofs than people at the end.
And then some wood for the rabbit. Yeah, you got a rabbit. If I get a full set of animals, I win. Right. Gosh.
I'm playing Norton Crossing, am I?
We're all done?
Yeah.
Right. Final turn of the game. Off we go. I'm going first. And I am going to take a turn. And I'm going to take one of the blue ones. And it's going to be this one. Yes. So that goes there. and then other people can take their turns. I get 3 things. It's going to be seaweed, seaweed, and shell.
I'm going to get points.
Okay.
I'm actually going to have as many rooms as people. Oh, hilarious. Okay, so I'm doing the big, great stuff.
Right. We're good. So, off we go.
Really?
Furnishing. 2 sets of stuff. 1 set, another set. I'll move to there. Right, happy with that. Next, trading. I need 5. 5 of the same. I'm gonna have to cook again. Where's my animals gone?
So 3.
Don't have 5 of the same.
Go. 2,
Okay, I'm gonna cook.
and then.
So, I'm gonna cook the rabbit.
There's something you do that gives you a roof for one roof, but I forgot what it is.
Cleaning.
Yeah, can't flipping clean.
So I've cooked a rabbit for 2, and I'm gonna cook
Oops.
the shells for the other 2. So that's 3 food.
Probably
and a
better
hide.
off keeping my
3 food and a hide.
the one of these.
Okay, right. Next.
Okay, let's work this out then. We don't talk to ourselves, don't we?
Yeah. It's a bit more entertaining than absolute silence.
It's
Not done this that much since doing it, but I could do it now to get rid of that.
So that's 1. That's another.
Do we clean first? Can I do finishing again? If I do, I will lose 8 points, but I will gain 10 points, so probably not worth it. Cleaning is
Okay.
reading 3 points. I got 5 barley.
Oh, this is a very difficult game. What am I going to do?
That's what I should have done first. I should have crafted. Yeah. Ah, I forgot. When I furnish, because it's upgraded, I gain either a wheat or a knife. I take the wheat. Then I trade with the 5 wheat. Right. Suddenly, it makes sense. And then, do I want to buy a fish? Don't know. Let's say yes. I'll spend a stone and have a fish. Right. This is my last action in the entire game. So I'm going to tend land. I'm going to spend a bones and a food. And I'm going to do 4 things. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4.
My last go is that.
Have I got space for things? I think I do. Yeah. Oh, it's a nice little puzzle.
It really is. It really is.
I think I've got a worker too many.
Okay.
You don't have to place it.
It's points if I don't place it.
Nope.
In
But I'll be strongly writing a strong letter to the German efficiency awards to say Mark had a worker spare and didn't use it.
In Inventors, if you
Yeah.
don't place a worker, you get a little benefit.
Okay.
There's a really brilliant mechanic in Inventors. You know, like in Terraform Mars, where you finish and someone else has 9 more goes?
Yeah.
With Inventors, every time they have another go, you get to do a little thing.
Right.
So the whole time you're thinking, oh, if I keep going,
The other
they
person
kept doing
gets-
stuff.
yeah.
And I think it's brilliant. It's one of the best bits about that game.
I'm
Um,
going to go for
I'm actually, I think there's, so what's worth points, food and scale. I can't just get a scale. Life,
that. Just gets me 2
I can
points,
cook, but that
which is
is a
okay.
6.
You're going to get a free cook anyway.
I am. So is there anything I can do with one thing that gets me anything? I could get another boar, but the boar's no good.
Well, but going there gets you a knife.
It does get me a knife, but it costs me 2
I
food.
put my thing in the wrong place. That should have been a cook and a craft. Sorry, it's cheating.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't think. And I can't clean.
Can't clean again.
No.
Can't do any upgrading.
Oh, that's... No, I don't think I can.
No. Okay. You're not
Yeah,
placing it then.
So I do... Well, yeah. I might as well just do my cook now. So that's 6. So that's going to give me... 1 bones.
there were points at the end of cooking things, aren't they? So
Every food is worth a point at the end.
yeah,
I will do my end of round cook as well, if that's all right.
we'll just have that one for that one, and then I'm going to randomly. Oh, actually, that'd be a stupid thing to do.
You only get one
And
food from sheep.
So 1, 2.
Sheep are the worst animals to cook.
But you do get wool from them.
Well, I don't want anything else. All of this other stuff is absolutely inconsequential.
And then I'm cooking.
I don't think I can feed all of the people.
Cooking.
No, I can't.
Well, I've got 5 spare food.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got spare food too.
Because my cook is only 4 still. So I can't cook a sheep and a rabbit. Or a sheep and a fish. Right, have we all done our end
Have
of
you not
round
got your plus
cooking?
1 from something?
No, I don't get any
Okay,
plus 1.
alright.
So we've done our end of round cooking.
Yep.
Right. Feeding people. So I've got 4 roofs, which is those, which means I need 6. I only have 5. So this person dies.
2, 3.
Mine are very fat. Overfed.
And now midden.
I get 3 hidden.
3.
I get a -1 for something. Where
Right.
did I get the -1 from?
It was one of
Your
things, wasn't it?
utensils.
Oh, you.
You should
Oh,
manage
okay.
to.
I want to get extra cooks as well.
do.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's completely changed the game.
I'll just cook some extra stuff.
You had one.
Oh, you don't have anything. Right, okay, so we do end of game scoring. Now, the game doesn't come with a score pad, so what we're going to do is we're going to use stones as 1s, sorry, stones as 10s,
Okay.
stones as 10s, and fish as 1s.
Okay.
Has he not done one of his
There might be.
online ones?
So, first of all, we'll do the furnishings. So, my furnishings is that I get 1 point per character. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then every full set is worth 6. And I have 2 full sets.
That's ridiculous.
So that's 21. So 2 stone and a fish for me. That's 21. Mark.
I've got 6 characters and 1 full set.
So 8.
Yeah.
I have 8 fish.
Thank you.
Sally?
I have 8 characters and 2 for each character, so I have 16.
So 16. And no full sets.
No full sets.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 16 points.
Okay.
Right. Next, we can do the trade track, which is really simple. It's just however many points you've got there. So, Mark, what have you got? 8. So I'll give you a 10 and take 2 off. I get 11. So I get a stone and a fish. Sally?
8.
You get 8.
Yes,
So
thank
you
you
give me
very
2 fish
much.
back, have a stone. Right. So that's those 2 tracks done. Next, 2 points for every upgraded action tile. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get 16.
I've got 10.
Oh, I get 8. Thank you very much.
I'm just going to take that fish. Right, so that's those. Every midden is -1, and you also get minuses for this. So I lose 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I lose 4. So 1, 2.
I lose 2 for those,
So if
and
I
3 for that.
6 back.
Wow.
How many do you need?
6 please. Right.
And then every food and every knife is worth a point. I have 2 knives,
4.
2 points.
9.
6. Can I have a 10?
And then finally,
Thank you.
your cards that you've collected here. So I've got 6.
364.
Nice, well played.
10.
15.
15.
Well, very good.
Yeah, that was it. Inside between 30 and 40.
Okay, do you want to put yours here, Sally, so we can
Okay.
see? So I got 52.
Oh, did you really?
I did. Without cheating.
Okay.
You got 45. I got
45.
42.
There you go.
Very
Okay,
good.
wow.
I have played before. I have
Yeah.
Yeah.
played once.
Yeah.
I would say it gave me a little bit of an advantage, but I played this completely different from
Yeah.
what I played this afternoon. Very, very different. Because I had a different one of these.
Brilliant.
So it will play very differently
Yeah.
depending on, I think, which of these tiles you take, but then the choices that you make.
Yeah.
And the choices you make might depend on what comes out.
For me, leaning into my hunting boar was really big. I just really
Yeah.
smashed it. Lots of boar, and then using the bones and the hides to go up, but not quick enough.
And the muster, did it work out?
It was fantastic. It was really, really scary though. So I don't like playing scary. I like that being down here.
Yeah.
And then the idea of having all of this stuff was just.
So what were you doing? You
Crazy.
every time you did that, you
You've
got to harvest.
You got to harvest
So
and
you were
do
gaining
that.
6
Yeah.
6 everything.
Good.
Well, it's good if you're brave enough to use it. I think
But
I've
this
got
is what the trade's
it,
for.
Yeah.
So when you're
Yeah.
gaining a lot of one type of
Do
resource,
you
you
know,
need to trade.
I
to get rid of it.
definitely should have done that. Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, we're done.
Great.
So there
Yeah.
you go. Now, if you're concerned about the play time, because we said it was a 45 to 60-minute game and we've been an hour and 50, we have been explaining the rules, we've been
Yeah.
chatting,
Yep.
and we weren't playing simultaneous at the start.
Doesn't drag at all either.
Yeah,
No,
it doesn't.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, I really like the fact that as soon as a player has said, I'm taking a turn,
Yeah.
then that's it. That you
And you can look ahead. I like the fact you got
You
3
definitely
rag.
can.
I really want that card, so I'm going to play in a certain way to get it.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
bit here is very clever in the way that it's done. So yeah, we are all done. So first of all, big thank you to everybody for watching tonight, especially people who picked up on a couple of things that we missed, but hopefully we self-corrected everything during the playthrough. Thank you very much to you two for joining me. Thank you very much to Sherman for Garfield Games for sponsoring this video and for providing this copy of the game. In fact, funny story, this copy of the game was actually shipped from New Zealand about 10 or 11 days ago and seemed to be lost on a plane. There was no updates for 6 days other than it's got on a plane, and that was it. So I contacted Tom Heath from Slicker Drips on Wednesday and said, Tom, I've got a bit of a problem. I need a copy of this game for Friday. Can you send it to me next day delivery? And he did. And Tom sent me a copy of the game. Thank you very much, Tom. And then about half an hour before I was due to play this afternoon, ding dong, and it arrived. So this is actually the final version of the game, but it isn't any different from the prototype that Tom had. It's the same game. But we're all done. So yes, thank you very much to everybody for watching. Obviously, like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And if you want to support me directly, patreon.com/gaming rules. That's everything.
Excellent.
Except we're going to be back in about 15 minutes with another playthrough, which will be on the channel. So keep an eye on that. We're just going to pack up, have a cup of tea, and set it up for that. Right. We'll see you all next time. Cheers, everyone.
guys.
Bye-bye.